Today we're going to talk about Lop Sau and the variations of Lop Sau. Hey, welcome to Practice Wing Chun, where we discuss Wing Chun and answering training related questions. My name is Edgar, and this is episode 74 of Practice Wing Chun. And before we get started, I just want to thank everyone that's left any comments, suggestions, and tips from my previous episode. I just appreciate it so much, guys. All the messages I received by email, Facebook, YouTube, etc. It's just been so great to finally be able to connect with everyone that watches the show and leaving comments. It just means a lot to me. And the great thing about all this is I'm learning from you guys. While you may not believe it, I do put your ideas, your suggestions into use and into practice. And this is something I really appreciate because I want to improve myself too and improve my Wing Chun. Just quickly to recap on the previous episode about training on your own with a dummy, or as MJ Barry coins the term, shadow training, which I previously called it training in the air. Shadow training just sounds so much cooler. Anyway, the idea is, when you're testing and doing shadow training, you're doing it to test an idea that you have. You're testing a hypothesis, and you don't know if it's going to work or not until you bring it to class and validate it. And once you give it a try and try it out, if it doesn't work, you move on. But if it does work, you're in a good place. You had an idea, you visualized it, and you made it work. So that's a validated theory, and that is awesome. And that's what I'm trying to strive for too. Everything I come up with on my own, I want to practice it and then make sure that when I'm in class, I'm ready to give it a shot and put it in action and see if it works or not. Anyway, today I want to talk about one of my favorite moves in Wing Chun. It's Lop Sau. And for me, I know only 3 variations or 3 types of Lop Sau. So one that I'm most familiar with is grabbing, let's imagine 2 arms, right? Grabbing from the outside of the opponent, pulling, and then striking. So this is from inside out. Now the next one is from the inside, you just grab. So just grab. And this one is done from the inside. So this is more for Chi Sau, but get it from the inside. Instead of going all the way out, you're going from the inside. And this one I like too, because most people may not expect it to come, whereas when it's coming from the outside, it's very noticeable that something's going to happen from here, from this position to there. And from here, it's pretty good. The last one I know is much different than the first 2. The last one is kind of more of a grab and a pin, but at the same time you're pulling your opponent down. So the previous ones you pull. You're pulling them all the way down to your hip. Same with the inside, trying to pull them down towards your hip. Down and away, not down towards you, but down and away. So the last one is more of a pin so that you can get in. And you're still pulling them. And I'm not even sure if it's considered really a Lop Sau. It actually feels more like an elbow because you're bringing your elbow onto them. You're pinning your opponent with your elbow, but you're pulling them at the same time. So I kind of consider it a Lop Sau. So these are the 3 Lop Saus that I do, but my favorite being the one from the outside. What about you? How many variations of Lop Sau do you know? And which one's your favorite? Let me know in the comments. So until next time, keep training.